It seems like some of our hopes and dreams have finally come true, because according to Corey Hayes, who's someone that I personally don't like but gets a lot of things right, according to Corey Hayes, WWE are done with Def Rebel. Thank fucking God! Thank God! Don't get me wrong, they've put out some bangers, right? The Romans theme, old theme should I say, banger, right? But a lot of the shit they put out, man, that's exactly what it is. Shit. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Roman and Cody situation. Roman came back on SmackDown to help Cody again, and they're teaming up. We're going to talk about that. But the first thing I want to talk about is JBL. That's right, JBL, or John Layfield as he's going by. John Layfield is appearing in multiple promotions that aren't WWE. Even though he's under a WWE Legends contract, he still gets to go out and work for other companies, which I think's great. And he showed up in AAA, TNA, MLW, and unfortunately GCW. Now he's showing up in these places under like a gunslinger gimmick. He's got the cowboy hat, he's got a trench coat, he's got some music for it, and he hasn't wrestled a match yet, but I think he's going to at some point soon, because he's coming out, he's giving people clotheslines, he's fucking people up, and it's something to do with Nick Nemeth. So we're going to see what happens there with JBL. I mean, I remember when I first started watching in 2009, because I'd played WWE games, I'd played SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, right? I'd played the Raw games for Xbox, I'd played some of SmackDown vs. Raw, but I'd never watched WWE until 2009, which is where JBL retired. I only got to see a very small amount of JBL when he was the Intercontinental Champion, then he lost it to Rey Mysterio. He retired. So, hey, if I get to see more of JBL, cool. But he's not going to be the JBL character. He's going to be some gunslinger type motherfucker. Don't fuck with me. Now, there is an elephant in the room here. Has JBL grown up? Is the question some of us may be asking. Because JBL has a reputation, and we all know what sort of reputation he has, man. JBL is known as, and I'm not accusing him because I've never been backstage at WWE, but he has been known, and stories have been told about him being a massive bully, okay? Now, if he's going to go to GCW and be a massive bully, I'm going to turn a blind eye and say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. If he's bullying Effie, I don't care. Nothing to do with me. However, if he's doing it in TNA and things like that, then that's going to be a problem. Hopefully, he's not going to do that. He's going to just work and show us that JBL is back, basically. So we'll see what happens there. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. So, Cody faced Solo Sikoa in a steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Cody won, and then Cody got attacked by the Bloodline. Roman Reigns comes out. Roman Reigns returns after we was told he was taking extended time off. I mean, I don't think this time off he's had has been extended. To be fair, he's had, 5 weeks off, maybe, if that, right? So he comes back. He helps Cody with the Tongas. Jacob Fatu gets in the ring. Fucking, there's a stare down between Roman and Jacob. They're about to go at it, but Solo drags Jacob out the ring. Later on, it's teased that we're going to get a tag match. And then eventually, it's confirmed we get this tag match because Cody Rhodes signs the contract. Roman and Cody versus Solo and Jacob. Now, I like the idea. I don't like how they went about it, because why is Roman so eager and fine teaming with Cody? when Cody took everything from him. I don't understand. If both men, right, didn't want to work together and Nick Aldis forced them to work together, because remember, they are employees of WWE. Nick Aldis, in kayfabe, is their boss, meaning Nick Aldis could just force them to team together anyway, right? That would have been better, right? That would have created more animosity, more tension than what we're seeing now, because what we're seeing now is Cody's reluctant to team with Roman, but Roman seems to be happy about it. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but Bad Blood, where this match is going to take place, is setting up to be a big fucking show, man. We've got Drew Punk, Hell in a Cell. We've got Gunn for Sami Zayn. I know some people aren't happy about that, but I love me a bit of Sami Zayn, even though we politically don't agree on things, but I love a bit of Sami Zayn. And we're getting this tag match, Roman and Cody, the modern day mega powers, people are calling them. I wouldn't go that far, but they are certainly a team, a force to not be fucked with, basically. So hopefully this comes out to be a good match. Hopefully Jacob Fatu comes out looking like an absolute beast in this match, because if there's one person we all love in this match, it is Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu should be the leader of this new bloodline. Fuck Solo. Make the new leader Jacob Fatu. Kick Solo out after War Games. Jacob Fatu should be the new leader. We want Jacob Fatu. No questions about it. Give us Jacob as the new leader. Solo can, I don't know, be the new one. I don't know what he can do, but I'm not buying him in this role. I'm not. I mean, I'm happy for him. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for him that he's in a role like this. But it just isn't working for me with Jacob there. And this is what WWE didn't want. People said that WWE kept Jacob off TV. They delayed his debut because they didn't want him to outshine Solo. He's done that. He's outshined Solo. He's outshined everyone. Everyone. The guy's a fucking beast. No wonder Cornette's such a huge fan of him. Jesus Christ, man! I've never seen someone be so good so fast in WWE, and I don't know, man. Jacob Fatu's just next fucking level. And finally, WWE are done with Def Rebel by the reporting of Corey Hayes. Now, Corey says that WWE will not be renewing the contract with Def Rebel, and they're going to be more focused on mainstream musicians, which that part certainly concerns me, because the new SmackDown intro is by Megan Thee Stallion. Now, honestly, I had never heard of this person, Megan Thee Stallion, until that awful, horrible cameo she had on She-Hulk. Okay, which is the show that overall turned me off of the MCU altogether. Okay, the MCU was on thin ice for me. She-Hulk came out, I says nah. After I think 2-3 episodes, I says no. Disney Plus, you're getting cancelled, never again. Okay, so she had that horrible cameo in She-Hulk, and now she's doing the SmackDown intro. Okay, so you've got WWE trying to appeal to the young folk, the kids, the teenagers, the hip hop people. I sound like Cornette. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. But I don't think that's the way about it, because at the end of the day, rap doesn't belong in a wrestling intro. Okay, now I'm not much of a rock guy. I'm not much of a music guy altogether, because I think a lot of music's just utter shit. Okay, but if you want a wrestling show, you want some rock in there for the intro to get you hyped up for this wrestling show. What's gonna happen? Instead, we get rap, and we get you know what I mean, shit. So I think that's what WWE is going to be doing with mainstream artists. Okay, and I'm personally not a fan of it. Obviously, they're never going to bring Jim Johnston back, which is what I prefer. But the guy's old. I think he's in his 70s. So, I mean, you can't expect him to come back. Maybe they could get Danny Elfman. Get Danny Elfman in this thing, man. I'm telling you now, Danny Elfman, hire him, WWE. But the fact that Def Rebel's going to be done with WWE is certainly something that I'm happy about. Because if you remember the Royal Rumble earlier this year, no one knew who was coming out. Even Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins heard music and we saw him on camera looking confused. It was Karrion Kross coming out, but Seth had no idea who was coming out. None of us had no idea who was coming out for most of the entrance, okay? Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Back when I was a kid, and you had the PG era, you knew who the music belonged to. From the main eventers to the jobbers. If Santino Marella was coming out, you heard his music, you knew it was Santino. Fucking Kozlov, you knew it was him coming out, okay? Mark Henry, I don't want to include Mark Henry in that jobber status, but at the point where I started watching, he was certainly in that status until he started the Hall of Pain. So, and today, you get generic rock, generic rap, generic Islander. Everything that Def Rebel put out today is generic. All of it is boring, it's bland, I have no interest. They're not wrestling entrance themes, okay? Now, whether Def Rebel is the problem or Triple H is the problem is another question, because I don't remember people complaining about Def Rebel themes before Triple H got in charge. I don't remember that. I don't remember people complaining when Vince was in charge about the themes, okay? Now people are complaining maybe Triple H gives them too much leeway to be bad. Maybe Vince was a bit more, this is shit, pal. Do another one. Maybe, and then maybe that's why Def Rebel aren't doing very good over the last couple of years. Maybe Vince was too harsh on them, which made them make better music. Maybe Triple H is too lenient on them, which is why they make shit music. But overall, if this report by Corey Hayes is correct, Def Rebel will be gone very soon. I can't remember if they said that when their contract expires, but according to Corey Hayes, they ain't ruining it, which is good. We're happy about that. The mainstream artists thing, I ain't too sure. I don't want to fucking see someone come out to Dua Lipa, okay? Or Taylor Swift. No. WWE, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to see someone coming out to Drake, okay? Now, Kendrick, I don't care. But Drake, he's done. I don't want to see anyone coming out to Diddy. No, I'm going too far now, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. And a full video, no fucking AEW. It's about time. Like, subscribe, follow me on X@DCrossman25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.